Several episodes ago, we explored competitive Yu-Gi-Oh's first foray into sealed play at the top cut of YCS's using Battle Pack 1. Battle Pack 2, War of the Giants, was actually released back on June 28, 2013, adapting a drafting model similar to that of the Magic the Gathering Pro Tour. However, on January 17, 2014, Battle Pack War of the Giants Round 2 added a new element to the draft experience by providing players with an extra pack of cards to smooth out their draft strategy. In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh's past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! What's going on, guys? It's Cimo in partnership with Factor, and to celebrate this week's episode of the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! For drafting, my lovely fiance Brittany and I are going to be drafting our meals for the week. So, like any game, we have to roll to see who goes first. Would you like to do the honors?
I will.
Okay, let's see what you roll. It's a 9, then I'm gonna do the same, and it's a 6, so it looks like Brittany's going to go first. Let's go ahead and see what meals are up for grabs here. We have pesto salmon, Jamaican jerk ground turkey and sweet potatoes, shredded chicken vodka pasta, big dill chicken, apple mustard pork chop, and sweet lemongrass beef. And Factor also has like 20 plus meals per week to choose from. These are just the ones we got for the week. So Brittany, you on the die roll, what are you gonna go for first?
I'm gonna take the sweet lemongrass beef.
Okay, I think I'm gonna easily take the pesto salmon. That's one of my favorites.
I will take the shredded chicken vodka pasta. And another great thing about Factor, guys, is I know how much everyone loves cooking with Cimo, but what you guys don't see is the gigantic mess Cimo leaves anytime he makes anything in the kitchen.
She's lying. Anyway, I'm gonna go with the apple mustard pork chop. I know Brittany doesn't really like pork too much, but I love apple, mustard, and pork, so I will take all three.
I will take the Jamaican jerk ground turkey and sweet potatoes.
And that leaves me with the big dill chicken. I think the other thing I love too is that when we're filming History of Yu-Gi-Oh! History of Jank, that sometimes I just forget to eat lunch, so it's nice that I can just heat this up really quick, and either by the time I'm finished filming or in the middle of filming, I can just eat and actually eat lunch and nourish myself. We really hope you guys enjoyed the Factor food draft. Be sure to use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code POGCIMO120 to get $120 off across 5 boxes.
Well, folks, time for another History of Yu-Gi-Oh! Special, Battle Pack 2, War of the Giants. Now, just like Konami was experimenting with adding a limited portion of their YCSs with Battle Pack 1, they continued to do so with Battle Pack 2, War of the Giants. This set, unlike the previous one, was designed to be drafted. Packs were cut into 15-card piles and then passed clockwise in a table, each person taking the best card out of the pack for their deck until it dwindled to 0. This process was repeated until individuals had 45 cards with which to build a deck. This is almost impossible to replicate online, but with a little clever coding from YGOPRODECK.com, we have come up with a decent simulation. Alex will get a little more in depth about how many we are opening and why, but I want to talk specifically about why we are doing it at this period. So War of the Giants actually came out months ago and was used at YCS's prior to this one, but we're playing it now because Konami actually released an addendum to Battle Pack War of the Giants called Battle Pack War of the Giants Round 2. Now, this does make the draft experience a little more interesting, and as a result, we are doing it now. Rest assured, we will be doing Battle Pack 3 when it comes up very shortly, I believe. So, without any further ado, we're going to begin by opening 15 packs of Battle Pack 2 War of the Giants in Chaos Draft mode. So, fingers crossed that this works.
Well, to no one's surprise, I lost last week and I'm in the shirt of shame. I look like I just got off the beach in Bali where the Fire Kings originate from, and so here we are. But, ladies and gentlemen, Joseph and I are incredibly excited for this episode because we have brought back draft play to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess technically we did sealed for the first one, but we're doing battle packs again. That's all that matters. This time we are simulating draft, and this is going to be a bit wonky because we can't simulate it exactly exactly how we want, but it's close enough that it's going to replicate it. So how Battle Pack Draft worked was that when players were sat down, they opened 3 packs of Battle Pack 2 War of the Giants. They meshed those cards into a 15 card pack. They would look at them, pick one, and then pass it to the next player, and then going all the way through until all cards were gone. So we are going to be pulling 15 cards, but we're going to be losing 1 card per pack because Alan is a god and figured out a way to do that on the pack opener. So we're going to flip up our first pack, see what we get here, and holy shit, all of these cards are crazy. Card Trooper's nuts, Kaiku is nuts, Reckless is also pretty good. The other ones, maybe not so much. You know, reading Brain Crusher, this card actually seems crazy, but it's a 2 tribute, sadly, so I guess that's the downside. I think we have to probably go for value. I think Card Trooper's probably better than Kaiku, so I am going to take this. So we now have Card Trooper down here in our collection, and now we're going to move on to pack number 2. As you can see, there's only 4 cards now. Technically, it's supposed to go from 15 down to 14, but we have to do it this way because we can only have 5 cards per pack. So let's flip up pack number 2. And once again, we have some big hitters here. Swords of Concealing Light is pretty decent for removal. These other ones are okay. I think I'm just going to take the swords because it seems the most generically useful. So let's go ahead and move on to pack number 3. Now you can see there's only 3 cards remaining because the players are taking more cards. We're running out of some of the better cards, obviously, here. I think it's probably between Blustering Winds and Fiend's Sanctuary. The problem is I don't have any, like, tributes yet. Blustering Winds is, like, technically removal if we can sort of, you know, maneuver ourselves a battle trick. Actually, Interplanetary Purple Thorny Dragon's pretty good because it can just summon itself. So I'm actually going to take that. I think that's a pretty nice one to pick up. Pack number 4, no entry versus Evocateur Chevalier. Again, another tough call. 1900 beater with potential upside, but it is a Gemini versus a generically, like, okay battle trick. I think I'm going to take the no entry because it's a little bit of a safer pick. And our last card here, oh, Sinister Serpent. Yes, don't mind if I do. So now we're going to repeat this process for 2 more packs, and then we're going to move on to step 2.
So a couple of oddities about this set in particular. There are no extra deck monsters. So cards like Zephyros the Elite that are specifically good at making rank 4s aren't fantastic here. I know the power of Windstorm of Ataqua. I played speed duels. Let's take that. Card guard's 19. I imagine that's better than pretty much anything else. We're going to take Draining Shield here. You know what? Half counter's a combat trick. Let's grab that instead. Arm Shield's interesting. Winged Rhinos is a really good last pack pick.
All right, so for our 6th card here, a lot of options, actually. Zerato is a huge bomb, again, if we can actually bring it out. I think Zerato, we can tribute a Dark specifically, just if we have 4 more Darks in grave. We need Darks, though, which is the only issue there. Half counter is a pretty strong battle trick. It's sort of in line with Shrink, but Shrink might be a bit more versatile just because of the fact we can use it sort of offensively and defensively. Union Attack and, like, Shocktopus aren't terrible either. I think I'm going to take the Shrink. That's going to be our pick out of that pack. Let's see what we get for pack 7. Wow, all of these cards are crazy. Air Knight, I think, is... Man, Air Knight could be nuts, but I think the problem is there's a lot of monsters that can run over Air Knight, and I think that's a problem. Damage Gate's pretty good. I think I'm between Damage Gate and Zombira for this one. God, this is so tough because Parshath is crazy, but, like, I feel like there's so many cards that can kill a Parshath, right? Like, I mean, just looking at my pulls, both of my monsters I've picked so far, not counting Serpent, obviously, but these 2 can always hit over a Parshath or crash with it at the very least. So while this is strong, that's a tough call. I guess there are battle tricks, though, right? I can protect it with Shrink and all that. You know, fuck it. I'll take the Parshath. I think there's some fun stuff we can do with it. We'll add that to our pool. Let's go to pack number 8. Rope of Life Zephyros Metal Morph. I think I'm inclined to take the Metal Morph here. Rope of Life, I'm not going to try playing because apparently I never know how to resolve that card. Zephyros is fine. I think there are better monsters, though, so I'll take the Metal Morph. Let's get to pack 9. Bazoo and Goblin Elite Attack Force. So this is interesting because Card Trooper can mill our grave a bit, and that means we have more fodder for Bazoo to make it quite big. Goblin Elite Attack Force is big, but we would need ways to, like, actually protect it and such. I think I'm going to go with... Bazoo has to banish monsters specifically, though. That's sort of a problem. I'll go with Bazoo. I think that's probably okay. And Battle Fader is our last one. We'll take it.
Zerato is a great finisher. I like Full Force Strike. We need to start picking up monsters, though. Blizzard Dragon is almost removal. Serpents. We'll try and build around Serpent as best we can. Ugh, two bad ones. I'll take half counter. Wow, I mean, we would never get this last pick, but sure.
Okay, so now here we have some interesting choices. Reasoning is very funny because we could just play a ton of different levels, and that means that Joseph's just never going to call what we have. Curse of Anubis is like an interesting battle trick. Time Machine is like sort of like a bad monster reborn. Guardian Angel Joan is just massive. I don't like Reasoning because we have stuff like Sinister Serpent and Battle Fader if we play them, so I think I'm going to avoid that. I think I'm between Time Machine and Curse of Anubis for this one. I don't think I want Joan necessarily. I think we'll go Curse of Anubis for this pack. We'll see how that fares. Oh, all monsters. Happy to see this. Fairy Lily can be crazy, actually. Doom Cow is also just a nice card. Obviously, it can be outed if Joseph has his own effects. Droid takes care of defenders, and Spellstriker is just sort of a guy for tribute fodder. I think I'm going to take the Doom Cow. Fairy Lily, there's a lot of combat tricks, so Fairy Lily I feel like is a bit dangerous, so I think it might be bait. We'll go to the next one. Rush Recklessly, Scapegoat, Toon, Gemini, Elf. Scapegoat's quite a strong defensive card. I don't really have many synergies with Goat. I kind of want Rush Recklessly, but I also want monsters. I think we can do better than Toon, Gemini, Elf, though. I've got a decent amount of battle tricks, but like Rush Recklessly is still quite good. I think I'll take the Goats. There may be some application for that card later. Second pack, Zolga versus Goblin Elite Attack Force. So Zolga's good if we can use it for two... Zolga just gains us life points, actually. That's really all it does. I'll take the Goblin Elite. That's basically just a strong, like, removal, essentially. Zolga, I don't think we're going to be playing two tribute guys, so I don't think it's really worth it. Dimension Gate is our last one. Okay, so 15 cards in. Now we get to part 2.
Wow. Gotta be Cyberjar. Gotta be Duality. Skill Successor is too strong to pass up. I know we need monsters. Oh, well, you know, never punished. I'll take Blockman, sure.
Now we open a 15 card pack, or rather 16 card pack when you count the ultra rare, of War of the Giants round 2. So you see 16 down here because the first one we are going to pick is actually just going to pick the ultra because we're removing it from the pool so that this way we are going to have 15 cards to select. So ignore this High Priestess. I don't think we'd play this anyway. So 15 cards to pick from here now. Holy shit, there's a lot. I think I just want to go for the generally big monster here. Some of these have some interesting utility effects. I think I'm just going to go Berserk Gorilla. I mean, he's basically my mascot at this point, so we've added him to the collection. And now we should be down to 14 cards. There we go. All right, so now we just go through all of this until we get down to nothing. Then we're going to go to part 3, which is going to go back to Battle Pack 2.
For this first pack, we're going to automatically pick the ultra rare because, fun fact, they did not draft using the ultra rare, so we won't be playing that card, despite the fact that I would really like to. Okay. I think I like Blade Knight here. Man, it's going to be hard to pass up Berserk Gorilla twice. Oh, but a second Blade Knight I might do it for. Tribute to the Doomed is good. I need some just, like, straight-up removal at some point. Let's play Megamorph. It's kind of removal. Montage Dragon is an interesting one. We're playing enough battle tricks that I think I want to take Gymnast as a way to, like, remove a monster and then trade for another one with a combat trick. We need some finishers, again with the Montage Dragon. Shit. Needle Ceiling seems really good here. Almost impossible to pass up. I'm going to pick up Camera Clops. Chthonian Blast isn't awful. Salamandra's okay. Ooh, boy. Could see Swallowtail being decent.
This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go with the different Dimension Gate because I do have Scapegoat, so there's some stuff we can do with that. I sort of just want, like, removal. Attention is, like, an interesting removal card, but I feel like a lot of the levels are going to be similar, so I'm not really too keen on this. So let's move on to our next pack here. I really like Tribute to the Doom just because it's basically unconditional removal. Adhesive Explosive also is as well, but a monster has to attack it for that to be the case, and there are some ways around that. I think I'm going to go with Tribute to the Doomed. Again, it does come at a minus, but it just automatically guarantees that we kill the monster, and I think we can do better with the monsters here. We still have plenty of cards to go. There is a chance we have to deal with a decent amount of back row in this set, so I think I'm actually going to go with the Cursed Fig. I think this card allows us to just basically Zing Zhen Hu our opponent. Yeah, so let's take this.
Attention's kind of funny. Let's do Salamandra. Dimension Slice is insane. Actually, Dimension Slice is only okay. There's not a ton of ways to special summon monsters. We'll pick it up because I don't like any of the other cards in here. Blade Knight again. I'll take medium. Deep Sweeper is spell trap removal. Sure.
Oh, Chthonian Blast is so good. We have to take that. That's just such prime removal. All right. We need some monsters, though. We're a bit light in that department, and hopefully... Oh, another Chthonian Blast! Don't do this to me! It's so good! I think I have to take it. Like, it's just... We need monsters, but I also want removal as well, so Joseph doesn't have monsters. I think I'll grab a Tetherwolf. Tetherwolf can actually get to 2,500, so that's pretty large and can hit over a lot of things. Next pack here... Invader of Darkness. Really didn't want to see that. I don't really like any of these monsters, so I think I'm going to take the Attention just because it is technically removal. So we'll take that. Again, I don't know if we're going to end up playing it. Flip up another pack. God, the Invader of Darkness and like all these same comments are just not that good. I guess Dimension Slice is removal, so it's weird. I need to have ways to special summon. Lucky Iron Axe could actually be pretty good for combat, but there's a lot of combat tricks too. So I'll take Dimension Slice, sure. We'll give that card a shot. All right, so 5 more packs here. Oh, thank God, more monsters. Sure, let's take Berserk Gorilla. Why not? Then that one was pretty quick. Another Chthonian Blast, but I do need monsters is the problem. 3 Chthonian Blast. Like, Heliotrope is quite beefy. I think I'm going to go for another Chthonian Blast. Like, it just seems too good not to take it. We can just keep Joseph off monsters. That's the game. Berserk Gorilla, bring it on. All right, 3 to go. I guess we're getting our Heliotrope after all. So let's just... Yeah, I want the Heliotrope. I just kind of want a big dude. The other ones don't really do that much. Covering Fire's okay. I don't think we're ever going to double summon. I think I'd rather have Covering Fire over double summon. Last card from here. AD Changer's not bad. We'll take it. Okay, so this finishes our Battle Pack Round 2 pack. So now we have to open 3 more packs of Battle Pack, the original, like we did before.
And now back to the base set. Zoma's great. Oh, White Knight Dragon's great too. I gotta take Zoma. Frostosaurus, not bad. I will take Frostosaurus. Actually, Chalice is crazy. I'm sorry. None of these are great. Gemini Elf is fine. Gyroid's a guy. Half or Nothing's not terrible.
All right, so we're back to these packs. Card Trader is interesting because this card, like, over time, basically allows you to see an extra card every turn. I kind of just want more monsters, honestly. I'm going to take the Zubaba Knight, but I think I honestly want the Axe, because the Axe can have some neat applications. Holy shit. Book of Moon, Rising Energy, Cyber Valley. Wow, that's a pack. I think we have to go for Book. Book is just the most versatile of the bunch, and we all know how good Book of Moon is, so we'll take that. Another Goblin Elite Attack Force, Card Guard, or Vylon Tetra. I sort of like the Goblin Elite just as like a pseudo removal card, because we can also protect it pretty easily as well. But Card Guard's neat. It's 19. It can protect some of our other cards as well. Let's try the Card Guard. I want to see how well that card fares. Twin-Headed Behemoth versus Shrink. I did say I wanted more monsters. Twin-Headed's good because it allows us to get into some of our tributes a little bit easier. Shrink is also just another removal card, but we need monsters, and we're a little bit shy in that department, although this pack definitely helped us. So let's try the Shrink. As much as I want Twin-Headed, I don't think our payoffs are important enough to warrant playing it. Dark Resonator is fine. We might just play that anyway. Oh, come on. You're going to make me pick between Sidra and Pot? I mean, I have to take Pot. Like, this isn't even a question. But God, like, I'm going to pass up a Sidra for that? That sucks. I really want Twin Sword Marauder, but Metal Reflect Slime is just very funny. And also is just a gigantic wall if Joseph doesn't have a ton of removal. The Marauder is kind of weak compared to some of the other monsters, even though it can do like piercing and stuff. That kind of doesn't matter. It's like, it's kind of interchangeable with like Zubaba Knight. I feel like Metal Reflect Slime might actually get a little bit more value, so I think I'll try the Slime. Oh my God, another Book of Moon or another Interplanetary and Dragon Ice. Wow. I think I want the book. It's really hard to pass up Book of Moon. Book of Moon's such a good card. I sort of like helping Robo for combat just because it allows us to get card filtering. Like Zolga is 100 attack bigger, but that's really it. Yeah, it gives us life points if we tribute summon, but I sort of don't care. I think I want the Robo here. And then last card for this one, go Golem. All right.
Let's try Zolga. Ooh, Ancient Gear Golem and Mirror Wall are kind of both insane. Let's do Mirror Wall. Copycat is removal. Metal Reflex Slime is unbeatable this format. Thank you. I'll take Elite. You got it. All right, last pack. Barbaros is so good. Oh, man. I like goats. I like goats. Ugh, Kieran is crazy. Take Twin-Headed. All right, last card. Sure. We can make something work with this. We don't really have any finishers, which is a little frightening, but we should have enough removal that it's not going to matter. Let's see what we can put together.
5 more to go. We need some more monsters, and holy shit, that's more monsters. Premature Burial, you are going in the collection. I kind of want Cyberjar, but honestly, Premature is way too good. Come on, let's see what else we got. Phantom Dragon is also quite good, so I think we're going to take that. 3 packs, or 3 cards, rather. Labyrinth of Nightmare, there are some fun shenanigans. We can do once per turn during each player's end phase, change the battle positions of all face-up monsters the turn player controls. So, for instance, we could, because we have like some goblin attack forces and stuff, we could actually mess with this. I don't like that it's reciprocal, though. I think that's the one thing I don't like about that. So I'm going to go for the goblins, actually, which isn't too great. Here, Ego Boost is probably the pick, and our last card is a Shield Warrior, which honestly is not too bad. Okay, so now we have the makings of a deck. We have 30 cards here, and we have 15 cards here minus the Priestess, so now we have to make a deck out of this.
So here's the list, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not that happy about it. Unfortunately, my unhappiness comes with the way Battle Pack 2 was designed. See, with Battle Pack 1, you were opening a ton of cards and then paring down to a 30-card deck. But in Battle Pack 2, you're opening 45 and then playing with a 40-card deck. In order to compensate for that, most of the cards released in Battle Pack 2 are independently good. They're strong in a vacuum, 1900 attack beaters with maybe a little bit of upside. But in reality, that makes for pretty boring Yu-Gi-Oh! You've got a lot of stuff that activates on attack declaration or in the damage step, combat tricks mostly, and then a bunch of monsters that can be generously described as utility. As a result, we've basically just got a bunch of 4-star monsters with different numbers in their attack stat and 1 Beast King Barbados. I would have preferred to play something a little more coherent, something with like a philosophy behind why we are playing the cards we're playing, but as is, I felt like we just picked the best card in the pack for 15 packs in a row, and now we're going to try and out-combat trick Cimo. So let's do the card by card. First, we've got Beast King Barbados, which is maybe going to get its effect off in a scenario in which we are way ahead. Triple Blade Knight. Blade Knight's a weird card. I value it super high, which might be incorrect, but I feel like there are flip monsters in the set that I don't want to be running into, and a 2000 attack stat clears everything else. Blizzard Dragon's fine. Cameraclops is removal. Card Guard has 1900 attack and maybe protect stuff if I ever feel like I need my Mirror Wall to last an additional turn. Kieran the Mage is spell trap removal, which is really hard to come by. Happy that we picked this one up. Copycat just picks our opponent's most powerful card. I think that Cyber Gymnast I kind of slept on last draft set. It's pretty good. It allows you to destroy attack position monsters your opponent controls, and if you've got something like a combat trick, it can stick around and maybe get even more value. More importantly, it gets cards out of your hand, and we want those cards out of our hand, so our Blade Knights are on, and monsters are the only thing we're clogged on. Cyber Jars are only really unconditional removal. Deep Sweeper removes back row. Doom Caliber Knight is fine. 2 Evil Swarm Salamandra are really impressive pickups. These get out of hand extremely fast. Think of them as like Bad Bazoo. Evocator Chevalier is fine. Goblin Elite Attack Force. I think the Goblin Attack Forces are good in this format. And 16 actually is a stat line that the utility monsters mostly don't clear. Gyroid sticks around in case we ever need to protect our life total. Sinister Serpent is maybe a way we can prevent Alex from killing us if he plays a low monster count. Medium of the Ice Barrier is like the worst special summon in the world. Swallowtail Butterspy maybe is removal. Toon Gemini Alpha is kind of a win con. Twin-Headed Behemoth sticks around for 2 attacks, and Winged Rhinos dodges some combat tricks. For tricks, we've got Forbidden Chalice, which of course is very good. Full Force Strike, which beats all other combat tricks. Megamorph, I think, could set up some funny OTKs. Pot of Duality. Scapegoat. Chthonian Blast is miserable removal, but it is removal. Half Counter is one of the best combat tricks available to us. Half or Nothing is one of the worst, but we're really pressed for cards. Magical Arm Shield is our blowout card. Meta Reflex Slime protects our life total. Mirror Wall is a blowout as well. Needle Ceiling maybe clears a board state where we're way behind. Skill Successor is 2 combat tricks. Windstorm of Atakwa is potentially a way to clear a big board state. Speed duel strats coming in hot. And Zoma the Spirit is just a decently statted guy who protects our life total and edges out close games. In the side, we've got every other card that we pulled, and I think the remainder of them are pretty bad. I value Dimension Slice pretty high because I remember it from playoffs, but in reality, I think it's unlikely we are going to trigger its effect. There's just not a lot of special summoning that goes on in this format. So all in all, while I think our polls were fine, I don't think the deck that they have coalesced into is very interesting. I imagine it'll just be decided by showing our hands, looking at the numbers in our monster's attack stats, and then counting the number of combat tricks that are available. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I imagine I'm not.
So here's the deck we're bringing today. I don't know how I feel about this because this looks okay, but like in the context of how large this set is, I don't really know how good this is. I feel like we have a lot of removal for whatever Joseph throws at us. We have a lot of decent beaters and we've got like some payoffs, but aside from that, it's really hard to say. And I think that's like part of the fun of the battle pack is that you don't really know until you're sitting across from the opponent or you're just studying the set meticulously to know every single card you possibly could get. So this is what we're bringing. Let's do the card by card. So Parshath is in here because it's sort of our bomb. We have so many battle tricks that we could use to protect this and just get a ton of value off of. Anytime we use a battle trick, like during Joseph's turn, if he attacks this, we basically plus off of it because we replace the battle trick with a fresh card and we kill his monster. So I think there's a lot of value there, even though this loses to a lot. Like Berserk Gorilla, for instance, can just take this out, but we have a bunch of cards to defend it, and hopefully that's good enough. Battle Fader, I don't really have any tributes. I have a few, but like this could just save us at the very least. We could also like different dimension gate it and a big monster, I suppose. Bazoo the Soul Eater is just nice because once our graveyard's filled up, he can get quite large. Triple Berserk Gorilla, I guess we're just playing all of the monkeys here today. And Berserk Gorilla is just massive. 2,000 on a normal summon. Beats out a lot with like really no downside. Obviously, you know, if there's something we don't want to attack into, I mean, we just deal with it if we come across it. Card Guard's like a 1900 beater that can also just like protect itself or another card, so that's okay. We have a Card Trooper, which can just get us another card, and it's also 19. Cursed Fig is a weird one, but I feel like there's a lot of battle tricks that can go on in this set, so if Joseph sets some cards, we can set our Cursed Fig, he kills it, and then we're going to be able to just ice his back row and he can't use them, and then that way our other monsters should be able to get through. Dark Resonator is pretty bad, but honestly, it can survive a turn, and its stat line is like decent enough that like killing stuff like the Goblin Attack Force and the like is okay. We have Doom Cal, 1900 negates an effect, pretty good. Goblin Attack Force and Elite Attack Force, these are basically like Exiled Force where you have to attack. That's how I'm treating these. Go 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 Golem was actually one of the cards we got at the end of one of our packs and is actually a pretty decent card. 1800, it can also not be destroyed if it's in defense, so it can survive a turn. We have Helping Robo for combat. This is pretty weak, but if we can start getting value off of this, that would be pretty cool. Interplanetary Purple Thorny Dragon, just a big bomb that we can drop off of any of our monsters getting killed in battle or by card effect. Tetherwolf can go up to 25, which means we can take out almost anything. Phantom Dragon's huge if we are actually able to summon it, just because special summoning doesn't happen too often in this format, but I would love to see it if we could. We have Shield Warrior, which can just protect our guys for a turn. Sinister Serpent's great because it's just a constantly recurring monster that we could just set if we don't need to die, or we do have some cards that we could use like different Dimension Gate or like Tribute to the Doomed, that this card will come in quite handy. We also have Zubaba Knight, which can take care of defenders that are quite large. Evil Storm Heliotrope's just a big dude, and that does it for our monsters. We want to have our monsters skewing on the heavier side because we always want threats on the field. Then for the spells, Double Book of Moon, maybe one of the best cards we could have pulled. Different Dimension Gates, bad removal, but honestly, it's probably good enough if he has a gigantic card. Ego Boost is a battle trick. Pot of Greed is probably the best card we actually pulled. Premature Burial is probably the second best. Scapegoat's okay. I don't know if this is going to come up, but we'll see. 2 copies of Shrink is very fun because it's a battle trick we can use both offensively and defensively. Swords is sort of a removal card. It also gets around a lot of the battle tricks, which is why I like this. It's like Book of Moon, but it's a normal or rather a continuous spell. Tribute to the Doomed is just removal. It does cost a discard, but it doesn't really have any other conditions aside from that, so I figured we play it. And then getting to the traps, Attention is really bad, but if he's playing a wide variety of different levels, this could actually result in a 2-for-1 potentially. At the very least, it can 1-for-1 if he has different levels, but I'm not too sure. Triple Chthonian Blast, though, amazing removal. Always goes after the lowest attack monster, but that's going to be good enough. We have Curse of Anubis, which is basically just no entry, but has a slightly better benefit potentially. And Dimension Gate is a weird card that we got at the end of one of our packs that allows us to sort of protect a monster if it would be in danger, and then when he declares a direct attack, we could bring it back to the field. So, for instance, instance, if Air Knight is in danger by removal or something, we could banish it. Then if he declares a direct attack, we could get rid of Dimension Gate, bring it back, and then that way Air Knight is back, depending on what he's attacking us with. The side deck is just the AD Changer, the Covering Fire, the Dimension Slice, Metal Reflexime, and Metal Morph. I don't really feel too confident about these. I think Metal Reflexime and Metal Morph are the two that are most likely to come in, but the other ones seem pretty bad. Guys, I am excited to see what Joseph pulled because compared to last time, I think we're going to have a much better shot because our deck last time was not very good. But we'll just have to see. Anything's possible in draft. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Joseph, I know you and I have been ecstatic to play more just battle pack anything because after the first time we did this, that was just like we decided we had to go the whole distance because this is incredible.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, we can just get right into it. I don't know how you're feeling about your polls or anything. How was your experience? Go ahead and give me a little bit of background.
Experience was fine. Hard to really say about the polls. I mean, this is just, it's a lot different than the first battle pack in that I don't think there's like nearly as many bombs.
Right.
That's designed to create sort of a more middle-of-the-road, consistent experience for players. They don't feel like they lost to this crazy thing that someone pulled and someone else didn't. But it also means it's kind of
like
hard to
you
determine...
in the last episode.
Yeah. It's also hard to determine what the actual win con of your deck is, right?
I agree.
That, I think, is about where I am. I hope that I can just outvalue you, I guess. I don't really have anything super sexy.
I was apologizing to you as I joined the call because I came in a bit late just because I was having such a tough time deciding just between two cards almost in every pack because they seem very close in a lot of cases, but it obviously just depends on the rest of the deck. And obviously early on in draft, you don't really know what your deck looks like. So in any case, let's just shout the patron. It's Max C solves combo. No, it does not. Thank you for the support. Anyway,
such a wrong... Do you know you can play that card in combo decks? I urge you to go onto Master Duel right now and play Sword Soul. It is the worst experience you will ever have.
All right, got the hand up, buddy?
Yes, I do.
I'm going odd.
It's odd. I picked 1.
Okay, I rolled the die because I did not know what you were going to pick. So just been doing that lately. So I think that's why you've been winning more often than not like last episode. But best of luck, sir. Are there even extra deck monsters in this pack?
There are no... So there are extra deck monsters in Battle Pack 2 expansion, but only at the ultra rare slot.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, doesn't matter in that case. Good luck, sir. Main...
Good luck to you too.
1. Interesting way to start things off. Let's start by running out Doom Caliber Knight, setting 1 and passing.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. Stand by me. I'm going to normal summon a Toon Gemini Elf. I will set 1 card and I'll pass turn.
That is fine. I will draw. And you can stand by. Go to main phase 1. There's probably a 0% chance this goes through, but let's try it. Let's try crashing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Sure. Second main, I will set 1, and I will throw it back.
All right, drawn for turn. Stand by main. Whoa,
that's
a
fair Yu-Gi-Oh so far.
It's about to get a lot less fair. Pot of Duality.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what you're working with. Wow. Okay, those are 3 good ones.
I'll take Scapegoat here. We're gonna shuffle this back up. Then I'm gonna
Don't worry
normal
about
summon
Chiron and Sinister.
Blade Knight. I'll try to attack your monster.
It is Go Golem, who cannot be destroyed once per turn.
All right, I'll go to main 2. I will set 1 card and pass the turn.
Could be literally anything. I will draw and also proceed to main phase 1. All right, what is the likelihood we can actually connect here? Very tempted to try it. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I will normal summon Card Trooper. Let's declare the effect and mill some cards.
That's fine.
It's like Duality, but they all go to the grave. Wow,
3 spell traps. That is rough.
Let's put the Golem to attack.
Right.
Battle, I will try to hit Card Trooper over Blade Knight.
All right, we're going to activate half or nothing here.
Okay, so I can either half the attack of all monsters I have or just end the battle phase. And you know what? I think I'm just going to elect to end the battle phase.
Makes sense.
Second main, I've got nothing else. Over to you, buddy.
Stand by main. I'm going to normal summon Deep Sweeper here. I'm going to activate the effect to target your back row.
It is a Chthonian Blast.
Okay, let's go to combat. I will walk into the Card Trooper.
I'll take 12, declare Trooper, and I will draw a card.
Back to you.
Draw. Ook, motherfucker. He's back.
Yep.
We'll go 2K.
I'll take 4 and then 18.
And that's all from me.
All right, I'll draw for turn. Stand by main. I'm going to normal summon Evil Swarm Salamandra.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to banish the Blade Knight from my graveyard to give it 2150.
That is fine.
And I will get over your Berserk Gorilla.
Why would you do that, buddy? That's so rude.
All right, back to you.
Never did anything to you. All right, I'll draw. So he's 2150, correct?
Yep.
Okay, let's run out Goblin Attack Force.
There he is.
Let's try to kill him.
I'll take what here?
This will be 150.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I imagine Scapegoat's in my future.
Yeah, I'll just go for 3 of them.
Okay, I'll take out 1. This Goblin will go to defense, and I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will draw. Stand by main. I'm going to normal summon Copycat, and I'm going to target the Goblin Attack Force here.
2300 Goblin, or Copycat, that's fine.
We'll go to combat, and I'm going to attack over the Go-Go-Go-Golem.
5 here. Upon destruction, I will special summon Interplanetary Purple Thorny Dragon.
Oh, that card's crazy. Yep, back to you.
Okay. We'll draw. Problem is I still need out a Copycat. My goblins cannot go to attack until the next turn. I'm going to normal summon Mecha Phantom Beast Tetherwolf.
That's a good one.
I will activate the effect to special summon a token.
Yep.
I will proceed to battle. I will declare Tetherwolf into Copycat, declare the effect, sack to make myself 25.
I'll take 2 here.
And then we'll go Planetary into one of the sets, and that'll be it for me.
Stand by me. Okay, Doomcal. Let's get the Goblin Attack Force while we can.
He's gone.
Back to you.
I'm going to normal summon Helping Robo for combat.
Sure.
Battle, let's try to get into Doomcal.
I will Mirror Wall here.
Sure. So my dragon goes down to 11, which means I take 8.
Yep.
He falls. So now, question becomes, do I want to attack with Robo into a goat to force Doomcal to trigger so that you lose the Doomcal? Do quite like that, actually. So we're going to go Robo in, trigger the effect.
Right. And we'll Doom Caliber Knight here.
Robo down, and then Tetherwolf into the last one.
Yep.
And second main, I'll set 1, throw to you.
Stand by.
All good.
I will...
You're going to pay for Mirror Wall.
Oh, I'm deciding. I think I will let it lapse. Go to main 1, I will set 1 and pass it back.
I'll draw. One of the problems with this set, and I think this was an issue with the first battle pack as well, there's so many goddamn cards.
Yeah, there's a ton of cards.
So it's hard to like think about what you could possibly encounter that's set. There's some big chonkers in the defense department, but then there's also just some idiots that just gain value as well. I guess I'll try this. I'm gonna normal summon Zubaba Knight.
Sure.
I'm gonna go Tetherwolf in here.
It's Serpent.
Then I'll go 16 direct. Second main, I have a back row. Over to you.
All right, stand by. I'll get my boy back.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to special summon Medium of the Ice Barrier.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to normal summon Swallowtail Butterspy.
I did not see this card in the polls. When another monster you control inflicts battle damage to the opponent, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, it loses attack equal to the battle damage inflicted. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, there's 0 chance this all gets through. You've got to have a battle trap. Let's see if we can play around the max here. I'm going to Megamorph.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to target Tetherwolf here. No, wait, the opposite. I'll target my medium here.
Okay, so medium goes up to 4,400 attack. That is fine.
I'll go to combat and attempt to attack Zubaba Knight.
I will no entry.
Oh, that is atrocious for me. Yep. Back to you.
Okay. Draw. Oh, buddy, you had a pot. I have a better pot. Pot of greed.
This is in this set?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay, now that was my only spell because of Medium of the Ice Barrier, so I do need to keep that in mind. So it won't be as bad as you might think. I think it's going to get significantly worse for you here. Yeah, we just go for it. I will sack Tetherwolf for Parshath. Zubaba to attack. Parshath in.
I'll take, what?
7.
7 here? Yep.
Zubaba into medium, trigger Zubaba.
Yeah.
Second main, I'll set 1, throw it to you.
I'm going to normal summon Sinister Serpent.
I have no response.
I'm going to activate Full Force Strike targeting Sinister Serpent.
Based on monster you control, this turn it cannot be destroyed by battle. Players take no battle damage and attacks an opponent's monster. Destroy that opponent's monster after damage calc. That is fine. It's this turn. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just going to walk into Parshath here.
Okay, we'll go to game 2. I'll book him.
Ooh, yes, we will. Oh, of course you got Pot of Greed. Of course!
You got Duality.
Oh,
it's like
yeah, it's
kind
pretty
of
much
the same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Let's
Pretty
hope
much.
we can get something playable here. Ooh, okay, maybe. That did not improve it. Okay, normal Doom Cal, set 1 and pass.
Interesting. We'll draw Doom Cal. Yeah, I'll try it. Goblin Elite Attack Force.
Sure.
Try to get in.
That's fine. I'll take 3 here.
Defense, second main, I will set myself... I'll go all in. I don't know if heavy's in this format. Don't care. I'll set 3.
Oh, jeez. All right. Standby main. I'm just going to pass here.
I'll draw. What am I afraid of? Probably everything. I'll normal summon Tetherwolf.
Sure.
Activate Tetherwolf.
Yeah.
Battle 17.
All right. We'll go Reflex Slime here.
Sure. That's fine. I have nothing else. Over to you.
All right. Standby main. Let's go Medium of the Ice Barrier.
That is a card. Yep.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm going to normal summon Cyber Gymnast.
I'm going to have to let that go.
All right. We'll walk into memory or whatever. Let's try and pop the Tetherwolf.
That's fine.
Okay. Combat.
Sure.
Medium into Elite.
I will no entry.
That's agonizing. Yeah. Okay. Back to you.
Put my goblins to attack. We'll go battle.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take out the medium.
Sure.
Second main, I'm going to put these goblins to defense.
Sadly.
I'm going to normal summon Cursed Fig.
Yeah.
I will different dimension gate, banishing Fig and Gymnast.
Sure. Yeah.
I will set 1, and I will throw it back.
Oh my god, cut it out. I will normal my own Goblin Elite Attack Force.
That is annoying.
I'll try, you know.
I will Curse of Anubis.
Okay. Second main, I will set 1 back to you.
Not what I wanted. I will set 1 and throw it to you.
All right, since my monster did not trigger, let's switch him to attack. Hee. I'll normal Camera Clops as well. Let's try Camera Clops in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Damn. Well, now I don't want to get rid of the token. I'll just go to main 2. I'll set 1 and pass it back.
Kind of just chilling. I'll pass.
Standby main. I'm going to send Reflex Slime, Camera Clops, and Elite to the graveyard to normal Beast King Barbaros.
Fuck. That's a card. What the fuck do I do about that? I imagine you're activating the effect of Barbaros.
I would like to.
I will book the Barbaros.
Oh, that's something. It's not nothing. Sure.
It is something. Everything else will go, though. It's a Scapegoat, which everything would die. It's also Chthonian Blast, which I cannot trigger. Different Dimension Gate was destroyed, so we get our monsters back.
And unfortunately, I have to Gymnast your monster because I don't want it to be destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard.
All right, 800.
Back to you.
Okay, Barbaros is a problem. I will normal go Golem. I will try to take out Barbaros.
Sadly, that is fine.
That is great news to me. Go ahead.
I'm going to normal Swallowtail Butterspy. I'm going to skill Successor the Swallowtail.
Sure.
I'll get in for 4 and then 8.
4 and 8.
All right, back to you.
Got Skill Successor. And as a reminder, Skill Successor can be used like during my turn, right?
No, during my turn.
Oh, during your turn. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, it says during your turn. That's right. Okay. What the hell do we do with this? I'll set 1 and I'll pass.
Stand by me.
Yep.
Let's just go combat here.
8 and 18 is fine.
Second main, I'm going to set 1 back to you.
That's not bad. I will normal Bazoo the Soul Eater.
That's a good one.
I will declare the effect.
No response to this.
Let's get rid of the Cursed Fig. Puts him to 19. I'm going to banish 2. So we'll go 22.
Sure.
I'm going to try to go into Gymnast.
That's fine. This is what, 14?
14. And I will pass.
Oh, that's a good draw. Deep Sweeper, pop the back row.
Fine. It was attention. Wasn't using it anyway.
Okay, let's skill Successor.
Sure.
And we'll get in.
Okay, so you're at 26 to my 22, so I take 4 here.
Back to you.
That would have been pretty good earlier. Preem.
Wow. Yep.
Target Bazoo.
That's fine.
Activate Bazoo. I will banish the last 2 monsters.
Yep.
Try to hit.
For nothing.
Well, we're going with nothing.
All right.
Back to you.
It's a little crusty because it's until now, so back to you again.
Quite good. The problem is I still need a way to clear it. And unfortunately, I don't have a way to do so. This is kind of funny. I'll normal Zubaba Knight. We'll attack with Zubaba Knight.
No response to this?
I will take 2.
Oh, I get it. Sure.
And then second main, I will declare Bazoo to banish.
Yeah.
I'm 19.
I'm going to Ataqua.
Oh, that's a thing. Yeah.
I mean, it's removal, but
It is removal.
I'm
Yep.
pretty. Back to you.
I will normal summon Card Guard.
Yes.
I will declare Card Guard.
Yes.
I will go to battle and try to attack your monster.
Half counter.
Okay, so you gain equal to half the original attack, so that means you get 8, so you go to 26 to my 19. So I take 7, and then I lose the guard counter.
That's not how Card Guard works.
Oh, it only works on its other...
Yeah.
The things it puts the counter on? Oh, okay. Well, then that's fine.
I got a guy anyway. We can...
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Man, I thought Card Guard was better. Oh, man, that sucks. It's still not terrible, but that would have been nice because I wasn't dead. But actually, you drew Blizzard Dragon. I was dead anyway. All right. Well, let's see how Game 3 plays out. I feel like I could have done something a little bit differently, but that fucking Barbaros for 3 was...
I feel like the
backbreaking,
Barbaros
to say the
almost
least.
lost me the game, but it also won me the game, so who knows?
I didn't have like an opportunity to really capitalize. I think that was like the larger issue. So best of luck, sir. Main 1, I think all I'm going to do is set 1, 2. Go ahead.
Stand by main. Let's normal Toon Gemini Elf.
There she is.
Back to you.
I'll draw. How do we deal with this asshole? I'm gonna swords your Gemini Elf.
Sure.
I will normal Card Trooper.
That's fine.
I will declare Card Trooper.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one.
Nice one.
That's
I will
a nice
flip
one.
Dark Resonator.
Yes.
Resonator in.
Yeah.
19.
Yep.
I will pass.
Stand by main. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna set 1, and pass turn.
Draw. This is turn 1 on swords, but I don't think it technically matters.
Yeah.
I guess it does because your monsters can't change their battle position. So yeah, I guess there's that. Okay. Standby actually gets Serpent back to hand too.
Yeah.
I guess I try it. Mill for Card Trooper.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I will sack Resonator for Parshath.
That's fine.
Try.
I'm gonna arm shield.
Thinking. I will chain book targeting Trooper. Do you still get the monster? Because it loses the target, correct?
Well, and it has to target a face up. It's not a legal target anymore, etc.
Sure. Okay. Then in this case, is that fine or do you have anything else?
No, that's fine.
So then does the original attack go through?
It does. I'll take 7 here. It is twin-headed behemoth.
Okay. You get him back, which is kind of annoying. Trigger Parshath, I draw. Second main, I summon the Parshath this turn. Also, this swords is gone. And that will do it for me. Go ahead.
All right, I am going to get this guy back.
Okay. He's 1,000.
Stand by main. I'm going to normal deep sweeper here, and I'll crack the back row.
It is Dimension Gate.
Okay. I will attack the set monster.
Sure. It's Trooper, Trigger Trooper. I draw a card.
Back to you.
I think it's too tantalizing not to do this, so I'm just going to try with Parshath.
I'm going to half counter here.
Sure. So you gain 950 to 1950, so you beat me by 50. Doesn't feel too great.
Not pretty.
Second main, I'm going to set 1, 2, and throw to you.
I'm going to grab a Winged Rhinos.
Card's not bad. Sure.
He's not great. I'll attack here.
Is Serpent.
Figured, but I didn't want to screw it up.
Take 1,000.
Back to you.
Draw. Standby. Get Serpent back. Let us normal summon Evil Swarm Heliotrope.
That's a guy. Yep.
I will take out... I'm afraid of Rhinos. I guess I'm afraid of you having like some equip or something you could do. We'll take out Behemoth, whatever.
Sure. I'll take 950 here.
950. Yep. Second main, I've got another back.
Oh, come on, man.
Throw back.
Stand by main.
Yep.
Goblin Elite.
You got him.
I'm going to Megamorph the Rhinos.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
We'll go like this.
So he's 36 into my 1950, correct?
Yep.
So that means I take 1650 here, if my math is right.
If you are willing.
I will, and then I will Chthonian Blast Goblin Elite Attack Force.
How much do we both take here?
We'd both take half of Goblin Elite, so we both take 11.
All right. I'll set one and pass it back.
Okay, I'll draw. Tribute to the Doomed Winged Rhinos.
Sure.
23 or 3350, excuse me. Normal Goblin Attack Force.
Wow. Yep.
Try to get the beats on.
I'll take it.
Goes to defense. I got nothing else.
Stand by me. Salamandra.
Okay.
We'll do 2 here.
So he's 2450. Okay, and then I'll try to Chthonian Blast for game.
That's agony. Yeah, that is. Oh, I was way behind in that one. That one was.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Once I got the Air Knight going, and then I had 2 Chthonian Blasts, Tribute to the Doom plus Serpent. I just had so much removal.
Jesus
I feel
Christ,
like it
your
was really
deck's
hard.
insane.
Is this how you felt in the first Battle Pack episode? Because
Yeah,
I felt like my
apparently.
pulls were pretty good.
The premature plus Pot of Greed seems all right.
Yeah, it seems okay. That's how you pulled
You
in the
had
first
2
one, so I don't want
Book
to
of
hear it.
Moon. Oh my god. Oh,
Let me see what
Lord.
you got. I wanna see what you
almost
pulled.
nothing interesting comparatively. It's like normal cards you would expect to pull in sealed.
Interesting.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's
Like I see, we had some similarities, but actually we had quite different pulls.
Yeah, I felt
surprisingly.
okay about my deck. It's mostly like battle tricks and guys.
Sure.
But like
Yeah.
because it's battle tricks and guys, like if I fall behind on board, it's terrible. Ooh, you got some really sick stuff in here. Your monster lineup's really unbelievable.
Yeah.
The one thing that I was kind of feeling like sucked about this set is that there's not like really a finisher at all.
No.
Parshath's good, but still loses to like Berserk
lot.
Gorilla, Bazoo, Salamandra, which I had a couple of, Tetherwolf, which was available to everyone, all the Goblin attack forces. It's just a very weird set.
No, I actually had a hard time deciding between Parshath and I can't remember what it was between. It might have been like another interplanetary purple thorny dragon or something. I picked Parshath because I figured there's gonna be a lot of battle tricks, and I have 2 shrinks in the deck as well. So
Right.
I had a lot of ways to hopefully win combat with Parshath. So hopefully I can just replace the advantage that I lost with it, which then pluses me then anyway because you lose a card as well.
Right, of course.
I had pretty decent removal with like triple Chthonian Blast, like you mentioned, the double book. I felt like really solid, but I still know that the set is gigantic. So like relatively speaking, I didn't know like how good these pulls ended up looking.
Right.
But triple Berserk Gorilla, I figured the Gorilla Man was here to bail me out.
Gorilla's
I did
so
pass up a
good.
Gemini Elf at one point too, because I thought Gemini Elf was crazy. I think that was one of my first packs, and I'm like, shit. It was between that and something else that was a hard time to take too.
Just actual normal Gemini Elf?
No, the Toon Gemini Elf.
I
like
think
you
Toon
have.
Gemini Elf is really good, but I definitely summoned it too early. Like you're definitely supposed to like let the game play out and then like slam it after you've both exhausted all your back row.
Right, right. It
it is
did
what
get
it
me
is.
that Swords of Concealing Light out of me though, because I was afraid if I attacked into it, I had ways to take it out, that you were going to have some battle trick that I was just going to lose cards.
I did
'cause
have-
it's just on inflict damage.
I did have half counter, which is like one of those
Right.
battle traps that beats all other battle traps because it's during cow. It almost feels like Battle Pack 1, I almost like more just because there were big stupid bombs. And in this
Right.
one, there was a lot of low to the ground, 18, 19, 2000 attack monsters and combat tricks. And it was like
Right.
if you set 2 cards, that was 2 combat tricks, like guaranteed. So
Essentially.
it
Right.
kind of sucks that there weren't like utility spells and traps like it felt like there were in the last one.
And I think because it was probably more tailor-made for them playing this at the YCS than probably the first run, right? That they probably took that into consideration, that they wanted it to have more skill testing than the Battle Pack 1 that was a little bit more swingy. But obviously, I think when it's more swingy, it's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
You did have like a few things in here. Like you had a Needle Ceiling, you
yeah.
had a Cyber Jar, and these are cards that like I'm seeing that I passed up on myself. And so like these could have very well, but I think I passed Medium up as well for something else. So it's, I mean, again, if we did this another run, our decks would be completely different. And I think that's part of the fun, why people love Battle Pack, is that it's probably a different experience every time. But I think more so with Battle Pack 1, it's going to be drastically different just because your bombs are going to be different, versus this, it's just like, oh, which battle tricks did you get this time around? Funny enough, with the Pot of Greed pull, I had to pick between that and Sidra. So I was very annoyed that Sidra was in that pack of all packs.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
But we do still have Battle Pack 3, not anytime soon, but that's going to be a different experience as well, because they eventually implement a rule for Battle Pack 3, which all monsters are all types and all attributes, which opens up even more gameplay because there are a lot of interesting cards that only work with one type or one attribute of card. And so by basically throwing that rule out the window, then that just makes for a different type of gameplay that I think the fans will enjoy once we get to that.
And for what it's worth, it's not that far into the future. This one comes out, I believe, before the end of 2014, and then we never do limited again.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shadow1317, Moto, Tim00x3, Cameron Smith, MBT Play Medolce, Chaotic Meatball, Par 2, Pony Stark, Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, I Ship MBT and Cimo, Draconic Rockslide, Phoenix the Immortal, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, David Liu, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretts, John 2-Based, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Zerius Business, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, MBT caught injecting his Fairy Lily, Hornet TC Gaming, Valen Jackson, thanks for the sleeves, Dad. Orange, you glad I didn't say Alpha Tribute Ben 10, Matthew Brady, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Eater of Crayons, Lubon, Yodabon, Helios 515, the Anti-Big Brain Ben K OTK play, MBT funding the Irish with his Rothschild wealth, that's his Roth IRA, Simping for Cimo, Stolfin Amethyst, Nicholas Carpenter, Cimo's Harem of Sexy Yugi Tubers, LGM Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnels, Stella and Zoa Vermilion, Wonder Waffle, James Keen, Skull Servant and the Wandering Doomed are boyfriends. MBT cancel by all community soon, cancel by all committee soon, cancel by all players soon. Dalton, not reading cards makes the game interesting and you know it. The Undertaker versus Cimo and MBT. Wait, play the concert video one more time. Cayman CJ, Hunter Reed, Shrugs IX, the Crystal Beast Enthusiast, ITF, Dark Echo, Corvain, Jake 1779 is bad at Yu-Gi-Oh!, Josh Haynes, TJ Starman, and Cimoos Engage. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.